How's it going? Yeah, sorry, uh, about not posting yesterday. And I'm not talking to anyone, I'm talking to myself here. But I was just tired. Work is so monotonous and boring, honestly. Not really so fulfilling, but that's okay. It's just, it is what it is. It's a stepping stone. It's money for now while I work on what I need to work on. So I have to keep that in mind. 100%. Um, yeah, there was this one little story. I can't remember where I heard it from. Pretty sure I read it somewhere. But the, I'm not sure, I guess it was like the interviewer. He asked this factory worker in India. I'm totally making it up now, but he asked this factory worker in India, like, what he was making, or like what his job was. And he's like, I'm making an airplane. And all he really was doing was just screwing a or putting a bolt into a sheet of metal, um, which is, again, a repetitive and monotonous job. But he saw the bigger picture and saw what him just doing that one little task was contributing to, like, the bigger picture and how it could help other people out, which I think is amazing. It's a great perspective to have, you know. And today, actually, I saw a friend of mine. We used to work together like 3 years ago. Such a happy, joyous guy, man. And I kind of made up my mind. I'm like, I want to be that person. I want to be that happy, joyous person. And I think I am making the choices to become that type of person, slowly but surely. Like, I'm making, well, first for me, like, getting my thoughts straight is a big thing. In my head, I keep saying to myself, I am happy, healthy, strong. The Wim Hof, the Wim Hof slogan. But now today I added rich, and I don't know what it is. It just felt right, and I don't mean rich as in monetarily rich. Yeah, money wise. Sorry, I'm using words that I don't even fully know if I'm using properly. I shouldn't do that. Um, but anyways, yeah, I meant money rich, and that's not that's not what I mean when I say rich. I mean rich as in like a, like an abundant non-physical richness. Like, I want to be rich in spirit. I want to be rich in love, rich in connection and friends. And the weirdest thing happened. I'm not gonna lie. When I started to say those words to myself, all of a sudden I started to feel really grateful, about just the amount of good people I have in my life and the amount of good things in my life, which was pretty crazy because it's never hit me in that way before, you know? And I think that's like just amazing that just repeating those words in my head have actually made life, uh, a little bit easier, It's kind of given me an edge for the day, which is really cool. And I I miss journaling the last few days. Uh, Mainly, like, again, like, I just, my brain kind of turned to mush at the job, and I got home and I just, don't want to really do anything to be that better version of myself. Um, which is also, you need that sometimes, for sure. You definitely need that. Um, but yeah, and the reason I say, like, oh, I bring up that I miss journaling is because it's really cool. It's been helpful and just another way to express what's going on in your head. And not even like I necessarily journal for like a page, 2 pages. Sometimes I just write down 3 words. Sometimes I'm like, oh hey, this mantra is pretty cool. I'm gonna write it down. Something like that. But yeah, I like it, and I feel like I'm getting close to finding the answer that I'm looking for. Not even that I'm getting close. I feel like I'm there at the door, slowly, slowly like opening it, which is really, really cool. You know, I yeah, I don't know. I don't know if like the other, I don't know if people know, but because it's definitely an individual journey to get there. And for me, I find a lot. Sorry, I'm watching a hockey game and I'm not fully paying attention, which is also part of my problem. But that's okay. I'm I'm still doing it. I told myself I was gonna do these videos every day, just 10 minutes of talking off the top, and just upload it to my YouTube channel, just for me, like almost like a video journal. Um, but yeah, um, I was talking about. Sorry, still watching the game. It's Leafs versus Florida, and Leafs are winning 4-1, which is really nice to see. But yeah, no, I was talking about like how the it's an individual journey to find the answer to life, and for me, it's kind of like acceptance is what I keep coming back to in my head. Is like I'm finally learning to accept things as they are. Like, yes, I do wish things would be different, but what good does what good does that actually do? Like, for me, what is actually helping me is, okay, accepting where I'm at in life, like working, for example, like working a job I don't like, um, but accepting that I need to do it to have some sort of livelihood. And in the spare time that I have, I'm actually studying something that's a lot more fulfilling, you know? And I think that's really cool. And anyways, it's just one way of acceptance, like accepting the way things are for my job, accepting the way people are, like some people are just negative people, and it's not your job to change them. It's your job to learn from them, whether that be that, which is probably I don't want to be like you, or like me and you just don't get along. And maybe they're there to teach you patience. Who knows? Who knows what they're there to teach you? It's all up to how you decide to interpret them being in your life. And yeah, and it's just, I guess all this to say of like whether you want to call it acceptance or love or peace or whatever word you want to use, but I feel like I'm finally getting to that point of like realization that of like, I guess God's love or the universe's love, however you want to call it. But I think I'm getting there, and to me, it just, like I've been saying, it's just I've I'm accepting all parts of me, like the positive and the negative, because they both make me who I am. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Later to my future self and to whoever watches this.